So Sunday morning walk. It is officially October, and the open streets of Sundays that existed during September are done. So traffic will be able to drive down what would look like a cross-laid bear in front of Rittenhouse Square, should you have seen the street closures from an aerial view every Sunday during September. So back to normal. Icon over there, ICON. Then there's a store called Vince, and it looks like I convince instead of, and the Vince is just down the street. Vince is on the corner down there at 17th. So Icon, Vince, period. And Vince has a period. It's that clothing store that I think it's a major chain at this point. So a lot of people see it in their own towns if they're orchestrated a certain way. So anyway, but just bringing up, technically I have an aunt who, I haven't talked to that much in a lot of years, except for occasional check-in. And today is her birthday, I believe, according to my sister. And sometimes I forget, it's like, oh yeah, it's in October, and I have everybody at the end of October, because my aunt on my mom's side used to be October 24th. She passed away. My dad was October 22nd. I have a nephew with a daughter who has a birthday in October, but I think it's latter. She said she's a Scorpio. And then my aunt on my dad's side, and she lives in she lives in Florida along with a stepsister of mine and my stepsister's family, her daughter, and then her second husband. And for the most part, he has 2 kids also, but I don't know how often they visit now that everyone's older. I don't know, So anyway, point being, they are currently in potentially the danger zone for the new Milton hurricane, which is approaching or just formed, way over in the Gulf, over by Mexico. So express edit. And then, anyway, I'm looking at stores that, really quick, we're waiting for the Levan cookie to open up. This is a New York enterprise, if you will, with the gold eagle on top. And they've been in New York since 2000, 2001, 2002 or so. And here they are, showing up in Philly, possibly on October 10th is what I think. They're across from the State and Liberty. And they're on what, the joke is this is side of ham, but it's Sydenham, or side of ham. So in a way, you could wonder, some companies are in business for many years, and are they supported on some level by certain entities that do or don't identify with ham, bacon, and sausage, I guess. And then down here we have Gill Travel Group and a fisheye clock at PNC Bank, and the fish is, you think oh, are they fishing again, or are they going to try to reel someone in and hook them? Like a fisheye and Gill Travel, you get it? So anyway, but really quick, heading back to the weather. So this time it seems like this Milton, I think of Milton, are you one of these people who wound up on a mill a ton of times and you were slaved out? I totally identify with that. So anyway, but Milton is making a beeline seemingly for the Tampa Bay and surrounding areas, counties, 35 counties where got a state of emergency declaration by their governor DeSantis. For some reason, I always remember his name. I lived in Florida for 2.5 years, then in Gainesville. Ocean tents. Let's get the party started. That's all I have to say. If you want to see, sorry. So if you want to see evil in action, it would be, I've never seen ocean tents. I know, having been around Philadelphia for many years and kind of being trained. Oh look, we have blue cars by CB2, like a radio. We have blue car here, a blue car there. So also it can seem Jewish, white and blue, because that's what they use for Hanukkah colors, so I associate that with Jewish colors. So often, for Christmas you see red and green, but often for Jews you'll see blue and white. So pumpkin season. I hope you have some insurance if you need it, and so you don't have to put out too much money should you experience any damage out there. And you know, I wonder, is it even mandatory in certain parts of Florida? Because it would almost be like you have to get it just in case. But anyway, woke up this morning or late last night, kind of saw something about Milton, and then they officially said it was forming, and now they're keeping a close eye on it for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Some people suggest that Disney will be closed on Wednesday and Thursday. So hopefully everything will be okay out there. Like, it is a thing, even if you don't always talk to people, it's like you do actually hope they'll be okay and that nothing really bad happens. But category 3 is nothing to sneeze at. I guess New Orleans was a category 5. I'm trying to think, they were up at 5. Remember Katrina way back in the mid 2000s, like early to mid 2000s? What a massacre that was, you know. So this is predicted to be a 3. Then you have forecasters. I'm on YouTube a lot, so I see a lot of different channels pop up, and different newscasters will predict, you know, they'll say, you know, with the potential for even 4. That's how much they see it brewing once it goes past the Yucatan Peninsula. So who knows? You know, it's hard to say. That is South Broad Street, or that would be heading south. This would be heading north to City Hall. That's City Hall in the middle, the phallic symbol there. And but technically all of this past, you know, all of it south of City Hall is considered South Broad Street. Once you go north past City Hall, then it's considered North Broad Street. So anyway, ocean tents, you know, I am used to, you know, identifying trucks, if you will, and I recognize when there's new companies on the scene that I've never seen before. Usually you see that rhino, or it's really a hippo, that pink hippo, Party Rentals, that pink thing, and they are all over the place, I think, because I feel like I've seen them even in Florida. 1, 2, 3, and that's what I noticed on the depiction, the graphic depiction of the hurricane building as it goes towards the, you know, the Gulf side, the west side of Florida. So, because there's the countdown 3, 2, 1, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and that's what I noticed. But anyway, this used to be a Nuts to You, the Center City Mosque, and then it became a popcorn place. Now it's a Center City Mosque. I don't know how often it's open, but it's usually a messaging store, is what I see it as. A message, like, we have Nuts to You, then we have popcorn, then we have a mosque, you know. Just go straight. Okay. So Philadelphia is one of these cities where I had to learn, maybe the overly too hard way, that they try to educate people through their messaging systems and stuff, like about what's going on in the world, or what some people are concerned about going on in the world. But anyway, I saw the ocean tents as Party Rental